My name is Robin Lee. Welcome to Buzz on the Bluffs, Vicksburg, Mississippi's Community Insights program. We're going to be looking at people, places, and events which impact our community. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me today. My guest is Chester Masterson from the Warrior Bonfire Project.
That's right.
And you're the executive director.
Correct.
Well, thank you for coming.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Well, I know this is a relatively new organization.
Right.
That's kind of sort of associated with the Southern Heritage Air Foundation.
Yeah, that's correct. Dan Fordyce started the Southern Heritage Air Foundation with his father and his brother, and a few years later saw the need for providing some opportunities for our wounded veterans, our Purple Heart veterans, that he didn't believe were available. So he started this, our Warrior Bonfire Project about 18 months ago, and I've been the executive director now for about 2 months.
So what is the purpose of the organization?
Well, we just believe there are opportunities that all of us have a responsibility to meet for some of these men and women that have come back from serving our country in the military, and they've come back with either physically, mentally, emotionally, or all three, different than they were when they went there. The physical disabilities are just awful for many of these guys. They survived 30, 40 surgeries just to be able to function. And we believe that we can provide some opportunities for these men and women that will help them kind of figure out what new normal means for them. Normal is not the same as it was when they left. So many of these men and women come back, and they come back very different than when they first left. Wives are getting husbands home that really are very, very different than when they left. Same's true with mothers and their children, and mothers and fathers with their sons or daughters. It's just been a difficult task for many of these young men and young ladies, and we believe we can provide some opportunities for them to kind of begin to, if not begin the healing process, to continue some therapeutic healing processes that they're in desperate need of.
So, Warrior Bonfire Project, is that indicative of anything that y'all? Well,
actually, all the opportunities we provide are physical in nature, activity-based. We like to take these men and women hunting, fishing. We've done hiking trips, skiing, outings. We also have done some spouses events where some of the wives of these men get together and they just enjoy spending time together. At the end of each one of these events, though, we always have a bonfire. It's an opportunity for these men and women to actually retire an American flag in the appropriate manner. We find an old flag that's due for retirement. We give each one of the participants a part of that flag, and as that opportunity comes for them to retire their part, they're able to share a little bit of their story. For many of these men and women, it's the first time that they've ever shared anything at all about their experience. It's such a difficult thing that many of these veterans that come home wounded, they just don't know how to share what they're experiencing. They've never shared with family. They've been in counseling for extended periods of time and really never begin to share. But for some reason, we've discovered that when they're sitting around that bonfire with their comrades, men or women that have been gone through the same things that they've gone through, experienced that sort of trauma, they begin to open up a little bit. It's easier for them to share in that environment than it is in any other environment. So we've had many of them break down, they cry. There's hardly a dry eye during this, at the end of the bonfire, because men are sharing traumatic situations and times in their lives, and all the other people there can relate to what they're going through. So it's just a very emotional time.
So how are people referred to you?
Well, we will put on our website that we have an upcoming opportunity, an event, whether the most recent was Tampa Bay. We had Raymond James afford us 8 tickets to the opening day game of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so we put on our website, and what we try to do is we give our Purple Heart recipients in Mississippi and the surrounding areas first opportunity to be involved in our programs. We are a Mississippi entity. We're a Vicksburg entity and very proud of that. And we want people in Vicksburg to take opportunity to come alongside us, take ownership, and to be an important part of what we're doing. But they sign up, they send us their information through the web, and we continue to stay in touch with them and make sure we have certain vetting processes to verify, their situation, so that we make sure that we're being true to our mission. And so after that vetting process, we load them up and we take good care of them and have a good time and a good outing with them.
So we have the air show coming up,
Right.
and the proceeds from that are to support,
Right.
partially at least,
Yeah.
what you're trying to do. So not only do we want people to come out and bring their families and have a good day, but it's also actually for a very good cause.
Sure. The air shows, I believe Patty Meekus and the Southern Heritage Air Foundation, they've been doing that every other year now for about 10 years. It's such a wonderful family time. Family events, activities all over the place. I know there's a twilight show on Friday night. Starts around 6:30. I think it's $10 per person or $20 for a car load. So we encourage you to load everybody up in the car and come.
Doesn't that make you think of the old bugs,
yeah,
the beetle bugs,
that's
when
right.
people would just pack in?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But the proceeds of that air show are going to support Warrior Bonfire Project this year, and we're really delighted with that. Hoping that we can come alongside Patty and the Southern Heritage Air Foundation and make that a wonderful show for everybody involved.
And then there's the Jeep.
Yeah, that's right. We are raffling off a Jeep. It's
Yes.
a 2014 Jeep Wrangler.
Brand new.
Brand new. Only body that's been driving it is me. So it's still in good shape, and we're excited about that. The tickets are $25 a piece or $5 for $100. I've already sold about 100 of the winning tickets. So anyway.
And Patty said she had sold
And
winning
Patty said-
tickets
that's
too.
right.
And I've bought one.
Well, maybe you got the right one.
Hey, you never know.
That's right.
Somebody's got to win.
That's right.
Well, thank you for coming today.
Well, I
This is
appreciate it.
interesting and certainly unique in your approach, and I know probably is life-changing for many of these people.
Well, it has been, and it's been life-changing for me. It's an opportunity to be in ministry, to try to help and support and encourage men and women that are at a time in their life when they need that type of encouragement. So I'm excited to be a part of it, and we're looking forward to what it's going to do in the future.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll see you out there. I'm working the gate.
Great. Good.
So
Thanks,
when
Robin.
people come through, they can holler.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you.